Assalamualaikum, my name is Safira Amira binti Muhammad Lufi. And the title for our teaching video is about chapter 4, which is risk and risk profiling in investment. Risk known as fluctuation in investment and defined in financial terms whether the investor can get higher return or get loss. In investment, there are uncertainty occur that makes investors become more cautious. However, some investors are willingly order to take higher risk in order to get higher profit. Hence, risk can present in all investment unless that investment known as risk-free in their portfolio theory.
Hi, my name is A192. I will present about concept on different types of investment risk.
Hi, I'm A192. I'm going to explain about concepts on different types of investment risk. So the first one is business risk. Normally companies that offering essential goods and services as lower risk. For example, electricity, water supply, food and others. Meanwhile, companies like IT sector has high risk. For example, during COVID-19, people tend to spend their money on essential goods only. Companies with high fixed costs has high risk. This is because they have to pay the cost regardless the output they produce. So it is better for the clients to avoid investing in high risk companies. Next one is financial risk. Financial risk refers to the companies that rely on external financing. Companies that rely on external fund has high risk. This is because they have to pay the interest amount regularly. External fund refers to loans and other borrowings. It's better for the clients to choose companies with low or no external financing. The third one is interest rate risk. Interest rate will be announced by the central bank. The lower the interest rate, the lower the fixed interest expense. So the profit will be increased because we pay less for the loan. The clients are recommended to invest in fixed deposit or a bond with fixed coupon, which is less riskier, and they also can get fixed return. The next one is foreign exchange risk. This risk normally affects the importer and exporter. When our currency is less, the exporter will pay less, which is bad for us. Meanwhile, when the currency is high, the exporter will pay more, which is good for us. Foreign exchange currency also affect the loan amount. The lower the currency, the higher the loan amount, which means we have to borrow more. Last one is political risk. Political risk divided into two, which is micro and macro. Macro means affects specific or individual firm only, but macro includes political change, revolution and adoption of new policies, which includes all the investments. The higher the political instability, the higher the risk. It's better to sell foreign funds whenever macro changes indicate political instability. Clients or fund managers should avoid investing in countries that have bad economy and politics.
Hi everyone, my name is Nur Aina Alia. Today I want to talk about subjective risk and how it will affect the investment portfolio. So next, I will talk about what is subjective risk. Subjective risk means perceived change of something based on a person's opinion, emotions, gut feeling, or intuition. While subjective risk tolerance asks about the amount of risk that people are willing to take when making saving or investing decisions. There are three types of human risk behavior. Firstly is risk-seeking. Risk-seeking means those people whose perspective of risk is that it is an opportunity rather than a threat. Second is risk-indifferent. Risk-indifferent clients have a who care what attitude to both the danger and opportunity presented by a risky situation. Third is risk-averting. These are people whose viewpoint of risk is a threat. So, there are factors that affect rational thinking. Firstly is misjudgment. We make judgment on a daily basis. Second is individual belief. The real driver of human decisions is the underlying emotion of a person based on his belief. For example, a Muslim will not invest in haram investments no matter what the returns are. Third is misjudging the scale. It is quite difficult to judge the actual magnitude of a volatile risk. Lastly is short-run trends. Current trends has a greater impact on how a person reads risk. Furthermore, I will also talk about risk tolerance. Risk tolerance and demographic attributes. There have been many studies done on the relationship between risk tolerance and demographic characteristics such as age, wealth, and education. In this section, we will briefly explore 5 key geographic characteristics of the research done on this topic and taking the local cultural aspects considerations. There are 5 key demographic characteristics, which are age, sex, wealth, marital status, and occupation. Firstly is age. As a person grows older, he generally takes less risk. Aging seems to dampen the spirit of taking on more risk. Second is sex. In most cultures, women seem more risk-averse than men. Third is wealth. Wealth increases a person's risk tolerance. This is true in both absolute and relative terms. Next is marital status. Those who are not married are generally less risk-averse than those who are married. It is increase in responsibilities as a result of a marriage seems to reduce the urge to take risks. Lastly is occupation. Those working in public sector are more risk-averse than private. And within the private sector, those who are owners or part owners of their respective businesses are inclined to take more risks. For assessing clients' risk tolerance, in retirement planning, it is better to assume that the client is risk-averse until the facts indicate otherwise. We must look also for changing events and situations that may alter the client's risk tolerance. Make sure the manner of communication is appropriate. Communication and interaction between the client and the planner is essential.
Hi, my name is Sharifah Amira binti Said Badarudin, and I will explain about the topic 9 about the risk profile. Stay tuned.
Hi, is this a Miss Rokia? Yes, I am. I am Mira. It's about to see your risk profile. Is it high risk, lower risk, or moderate risk? Okay, you can answer at home, and later I will give you explanation. Okay, sure. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sharifah Amira. Now I'm going to talk about the risk profile of the client. What is the risk profile of the client? We want to know about the exactly of the client we handle, whether she or he is the high risk person or less risk person or moderate risk person in investment. For example, I have a client. Her name is Rokia. For the first question, identify the investment timeline of your client. Rokia answer is C. I am likely to liquidate my investment within the next 10 years. So we can see that Rokia wants to invest in a long time because she's still young. Her age is 30 years old. For the second question, identify the sort of returns you prefer over a 5-year investment. So Rokia answer is B, 5.10% in a return. So this is good because she not put high expected return and not too low expected return. For the third question, which of the following the best describe your philosophy in life? Rokia answered is B. Analyze any situation before taking action. This is very good because before we make a decision, we need to analyze the outcome, saving, the income, and so on. For the fourth question, which of the following is the best to describe your attitude toward money? Rokia answered is always negotiate for a better deal to save money. This is very good because Rokia showed that she can handle the money in a better way. For the fifth question, identify the percentage drop in the value of your invested retirement fund. So Rokia answer is C, 10 until 15%. So we can see that Rokia still accept if the investment value drop until 15%. For the sixth question, identify the grouping that you feel is the nearest to your attitude toward investment in general. Rokia answered, I am not comfortable but willing to take some risk investing. We can see that Rokia still want to invest even though there is a risk. For the seventh question, identify the grouping that you feel is the nearest to your attitude toward investment of funds. I am willing to allocate 20% in risky but high return investment. Even though Rokia knows there is a risky, she still wants to invest in a small amount, 20%. But she still wants to get high return of investment. For the eighth question, identify which of the following is your likely behavior if you have won 1,000 ringgit. Rokia answered, invest the money in the KLSE. So we can see that Rokia is a wise person because she wants to grow up her money to in her to some impact. For the question 9, what will you do when the KLSE index takes a sharp swing upwards or increase? Rokia answer is C, looking for more investing in there. We can see that Rokia can grab the opportunity to invest in the KLSE. For the question 10, you are waiting for friends who are gambling in the Genting Casino. Rokia answer is A, just watch around and wait. We can see that Rokia can handle the time, but we can consider she is a Muslim, cannot involve any gambling. Okay, after all the calculations, Rokia gets the points 23 over the 40 points. So we can conclude that she is a moderate investor. She is willing to take some investment risk, not too high and not too low. Okay, thank you for me. That's all.
That's all from us.